Here with men's soccer coach Pete Watkins. Coach, we were just talking off camera. The season is upon us. Hard to believe this has been your fourth year here. It's this beginning your fourth year here at St. Mary's. Had the guys in now for a couple of weeks. Talk about what you've seen so far.
Yeah, very, very positive. We've been in camp now for about 10 days and really enjoyed kind of watching the veterans, which we have a large group of, and some of our talented newcomers kind of mesh and spent a lot of time together, not just on the field, but off the field. And it's definitely been the most positive preseason we've had, both in terms of the talent and talent development, but also the team piece of it. So, yeah, we're excited at where we're at right now.
You know, we talk all the time about the team aspect of it, on the field. How important is this 10 days for that building of a team, of the team chemistry? You know, that's got to be as important as the X's and O's of the game itself.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're, you know, our challenge here is we're on fast forward in preseason because we get, I think, 7 or 8 days before the first class. I think the MIAC champions the past 4 years get about 40 days before their first class. So that presents a fun challenge, but it also means that you just squeeze a lot in. And our guys, and I credit our leaders, we have some guys like Cody Baylaw, Andrew Jaworski. I don't know, I'm missing a few guys here, but you know, guys like that are really taking on some leadership roles and some initiative, and that's important. You know, the coaches can give them some ideas, but the players need to, for it to be authentic, the players need to really take the lead on it, and they've done a great job.
You know, we've talked that you had made mention that you have a lot of returners, a lot of upperclassmen that are going to be hopefully leading both on the field and off the field. One of the players that kind of gets forgotten, at least in my eyes, because he doesn't score a lot of goals, is Fernando Camacho. Honorable mention all conference last year, and just kind of one of those guys that just goes about his business. Talk about what he brings to this team.
Yeah, Fernando is a fun player. He's very versatile. We've played him as a center back. We can play him as a center mid. If we put him in goal, he'd probably do a good job there. We don't need that, fortunately. But he is a soccer player. I mean, he is one of those guys you enjoy watching play. And he's quiet. He's not a guy that's going to stand up and give you the Newt Rockne type of speech. But he goes about his business the way a college soccer player should. And not only on the field, but in the classroom and in the community. He's just a really positive influence on our team. And he's a junior now, and we have an entire class of those guys. They had a great freshman year, coming in, playing a lot, moved the program forward. Had a disappointing year last year that I think they've learned from. And so now as juniors, he's a good example of that class where we have a lot of solid juniors that really kind of get it. And it's been fun to watch them evolve.
And I know, having talked to you over the last 10 days, competition is going to be huge for your team because you've got some depth, and not only just in numbers, but in talent. So all of a sudden, every position on that field is going to be competed for. That's got to be nice and probably not nice as a coach, in that you're going to have to make some tough decisions.
Oh, absolutely. The worst part of our job is always finding out a lineup where you feel like you're disappointing kids that are working hard. That is the hardest part, I think, of our job. But the good thing for St. Mary's is the type of talent we have at every spot. Where we're 2 deep everywhere, and we're 3 deep in a few spots. You know, we use the beep test like a lot of teams do for gauging fitness, and our middle score last year was our bottom score this year. So we've seen just a tremendous upswing with our returners, and our freshmen came in ready. And some of the freshmen and transfers are really stepping in and proving they belong. We had someone watch practice 2 days ago, and they said, you know, you can't really tell who the new guys are. You know, and you love to hear that because that means it's going well.
And the season kicks off on Friday. You've got a non-conference game against North Park. Then on Monday you hit the road, and North Central on Friday. Then North Park on Monday.
Yep.
As a coach, what are the importance of these 2 games? What do you want to take out of this? What do you want to see from the guys, aside from a win, because we all want to win?
Yeah, it's they present 2 different challenges. Opening up at home, we have some expectations there in terms of talent, stepping up and making the plays they need to, and so that's important. We're not going to worry too much about how North Central plays or their personnel because it'll be their first game as well. We played them, I think, my first year here, and they came down. They were organized and tough to break down, and I don't think that'll be different. North Park is one of the best teams in the CCIW, one of the best teams in our region. A lot of international guys. You feel like you're playing the Swedish or the Norwegian national team sometime with them. So, you know, they're 2 very different challenges, both on turf, one at home, one on the road. And we're going to play a lot of guys. You know, we're going to see, you know, rotation of several players because we need to evaluate us against somebody else.
Talk a little bit. you hate to put a coach on the spot in terms of what your strength may be, but if you look at this team, aside from the depth, which obviously is a strength, where are you strongest heading into Friday's opener?
I think we're very strong in the experience capacity, just in terms of having these sophomores and juniors that have probably senior level playing time. We have some juniors that have played 40 matches, started every game. So that's a great spot to be in. We also, both with recruiting and some development of talent here, our pace and our speed up top is much better than it has been. We can actually be a threat. Last year, by the middle part of the season with injuries, we didn't have threats. We just had guys that played those roles. And this year we have guys that can get in behind and create. And if you're playing against us, there's some guys you have to account for. And we're looking forward to that. Those guys have to deliver on the field, but we're in a much better spot than we have been.
2014 season kicks off on Friday at home, Okremovich Field against North Central. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.